the government of Telangana about how the separation with Andhra Pradesh, the bifurcation of Andhra Pradesh into two states, has impacted tourism coming into the state of Telangana. I mean, of course, Hyderabad would receive the footfalls it does, but over and beyond that, inviting tourists to Telangana as a holiday.
In fact, the bifurcation really helped both the states as far as the tourist arrivals or promotion is concerned. Though both the states were speaking same language, Telugu being the common language, there are many subtle differences between the two parts of the IS-12 state. So now, for example, we have Warangal, which is on par with many historical cities like Hampi, Jaipur, which is replete with number of architectural wonders. But we could never promote it in a bigger scale because it was always in some other parts of the state which was getting the priority. In the same manner, for example, Batkama festival, one festival which women alone participate and men have only a very, very supplementary role like as their assistants or their only viewers. They don't have any role in the festival. It is the only festival, as far as I have known and researched for, where women celebrate the festival for the well-being of the girl child. So this tradition has been there for the last 400-500 years and which is written and unwritten history of more than 1,000 years. So probably this festival can become a festival of, biggest festival of women on the earth. More than 3 crore women across the Telangana and other parts of the country, they celebrate this festival. So this kind of wonderful festivals, then other historical cities, monuments, culture, Telangana food, all this could be taken into the world. Now Telangana, in the first 2.5 years of its existence, got more than 8 national and international awards. So this shows the potential which we have, which could not be showcased because of the constraints of a larger state, because of the various other parameters being there. I was also managing director of the combined state of AP Tourism Development Corporation when I was MD. So there were many constraints. So now both the states are able to showcase what is available to them. And 8.5 crore population is a big population. Now we have countries with 2-3 million, 5 million, 10 million doing wonders in the world. For example, Spain has only 46 million people, but it gets 67 million foreign tourists into its territory, which is way smaller than combined Andhra Pradesh. But they're getting 67 million foreign tourists. So as a country as a whole, we are getting a very raw deal in the sense we are not doing enough together, leave alone the states individually. Country as a whole is nowhere in the world picture. So that is there is enough potential, enough work for this country, enough the potential which can be realized, whatever is the matter, how many number of states we have. But the tourism as a whole should be seen as a holistic package rather than a state-specific package.
Mr. Surendran, one of the very interesting points that was made earlier was about the fact that a country like Spain, despite its very small population and arguably with far fewer spots of scenic beauty or culture or tradition, is able to attract so many more people than India as a nation. So what are the thoughts of our panelists in terms of what we as a nation, what you're doing, you've spoken about so far is at the state level. What do you believe as a nation we should be doing to try and ensure that we do much better than we do currently?
Yeah, that is the very pertinent question. All of us here who are present and who are not present here also, as Indians, we have to think about this in a serious manner. The entire country of 130 crore population gets only 7 million foreign tourist arrivals, only 7 million. Whereas Spain, which is for 46 million people, gets 66 million foreign tourist arrivals. So 130 crore means 1300 million people getting 7 million foreign tourists. And out of that, we are again competing. Kerala is doing good, Karnataka is doing better, Telangana would like to compete. It's like in Telugu there is a proverb, "Ye chettu len dagara amadam chette pedda," means when there are no trees, castor tree is the biggest tree. So that's how we are all competing, trying to understand. This is ridiculous as a country. All of us have to put our act together. where we are lagging. The major problem is when a foreign tourist arrives, we don't treat him the way he expects to treat. For example, we treat him as a person who gives golden eggs. So we would like to cut that the geese than the taking egg every day. Instead of that, that is one problem. Like for example, ASI, it has a different structure of rates for a foreign tourist and to an Indian tourist. So many foreign tourists, they treat it as insult. For example, foreign traveler, 100 rupees. Indian traveler, Indian visitor, 10 rupees. So this kind of discrimination should go on. Second, our main important places, like we have 100, 200, you name them. Let's not go by states. We should go as a nation. And all of them should be taken together and keep the toilets, the entire environment spick and span. And when they arrive in an airport, from the moment he or she gets down till he goes back, he should be treated as we believe, as our motto of Indian tradition is Atithi Devo Bhava. God is the true, the guest is our God. That is our motto. We tell, but we don't practice. Yeah, foreigners, they never tell. They don't have this tradition at all. We have, but we don't practice. And second, our Mahatma Gandhi, father of nation, himself said, cleanliness is next to godliness. After God, if there is anything which we need to follow, is cleanliness. We don't practice. Again, that is a problem. So, few things like this. And instead of states trying to compete, let's give a broad spectrum experience for a foreign traveler. Once he comes, I'm a Buddhist, I would like to travel. So let's not compete with among Bihar and UP or Telangana or Karnataka. Then we are unnecessarily fighting before a foreign traveler. So you should have a seamless experience for him that wherever he goes. And Government of India also should take a clear-cut viewpoint. Yes, this is how we would try to showcase the foreign traveler about India. So as a nation, if we can put our act together, try to woo the tourists. Suppose if this 7 million becomes 70 million, which is not a big order, because we have 1300 million people. So if it becomes 70 million, you know how many jobs we can create? More than 7 lakh jobs we can create. This is the highest employment creator in the world is tourism. From the low skilled to the highly skilled person, they can be employed in tourism. And somehow we lost the sight of this very, very important aspect. State government, central government should spend more money, should focus more, and then only things can happen. Like Thailand, small country, they get 26 million foreign tourist arrivals. I'm amazed to see. There's nothing there except some natural beauty and some Buddhist monuments. We have everything, but we are not able to do. No, I'm sorry. If there's a Thailand person, I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to say is we have more than any other country can offer. But still, we are unable to get so much foreign tourist arrival. That's what I would like to tell.